going to show you how to take the side panels and replace the side panels of the Torre machine. The only tool that you're going to need is a 3mm Allen wrench, Allen key. Do not try to do this with an SAE tool because you'll strip the screws. First thing, you're going to take the top off, and then you're going to see 4 Allen screws. You're going to take these 4 screws out. The front 2 only have to be loosened. The back 2 have to come out. And they're fairly long too. Okay, then we lift and pull it out. And you see those 2 screws stayed in. Now, in order to get the side panels off, there are 2 screws that are hidden from sight. Okay? One of them is here, and in the same place on the other side there's another one. Now these 2 screws, again, you don't have to take all the way out, but you do have to loosen it, and this is why you're going to need that rounded end on it, because you can't get them in straight. You can't get the Allen key in straight, and you see it comes in at an angle, and that works well with these rounded ends. Again, you don't have to remove them. I prefer that you don't, because getting them back in is not an easy task. Now, to get to the other screws, you need to take the back off. You have to tip it forward. I usually put a roll of masking tape down, and you'll see why in a second. Put the masking tape down there, and then tip it forward. You want to do this, and you want to make sure there's no tank in it, and you want to put there so it doesn't scratch. See, that prevents it from being scratched. Now we're going to turn this around, and we need to take these screws off, but if we don't take these off, you're going to scratch these. So we take the 2 feet off, feet were in the way is 1, and 4. And now this panel's come off. If you need to change only one of the panels because it got scratched or you want to change the color, you have 2 screws here which take this off. And you have 2 screws here, which take this side off. These screws you don't have to take all the way out. You loosen them up and the panels will slide apart. Now we're going to put the cover back on. And remember those screws over here that we didn't take out completely? Over there and on this side too? Those are going to be fitting into these notches over here. So we get this over. As easy as it looks. So that one's in, and that one's in. You might have to use a little elbow grease to get it in. You see this side's in, this side is not. Get the one side in. So now we go around the back. The screws that we took out go back in. And as you see, just finagling this side in, this side is now in. Put the feet back on. You really don't have to take the feet off, but you're going to scratch them unmercifully if you don't. Now we tip it up again. Okay, and you'll see because we used the tape, we got no scratches here, that just won't come out. Okay, before we put the cover on, these two screws that we loosened before but didn't take out, we got to tighten them. That one. And this one on this side. Okay, now we take the top before, we took off before. Remember, we didn't take out the two front screws. You don't have to take them out. You slide these under the screws. Now, you want to make sure that the water tank is in properly. You see the water tank is on the inside of the top. But I got to get the screw on the side. There you go. Tighten these screws. Install these screws. Try not to drop one of these screws down below because it's difficult to get out. All the screws are in. Top is on.